I am standing at the future location of our hay barn. It's basically a fancy carport. It's what we can afford, but it's going to have 3 sides on it. And it's going to be 20 by 30 by 12, I believe. And this is where it's going. One of the flattest parts of our property. We live in the mountains. Nowhere's flat unless we make it flat. So our first challenge, though, is that we need to get gravel right where I'm standing, and then our carport's going to go on top of that. The challenge is it's the winter time. It's been snowing. It's muddy. This has dried out for a couple of days. We are just hoping that it's dry enough for the gravel truck to dump gravel. Now, I don't know if it is. I'm hoping he doesn't get stuck, the gravel guy. I may have to use the tractor to pull him out or to move the gravel. But I'm hoping I don't have to do that because that's a lot of extra work. But this here is where our hay barn is going to go. So good news, I didn't get it on camera, but we were able to get our first load of gravel here. I need to spread this out real quick. And hopefully he's going to be able to almost gravel this whole area. So that first load was successful. We got to hop on the tractor real quick and spread that. Okay, so here's the gravel so far. Got a big pile there. And again, I'm gonna have to move that here. So I'm going to spread it out as best I can. There's a big pile there. I need to get the gravel from there to here because our shed, our barn, is gonna be going right here. So I'm gonna have to get that tractor started back up and start moving some gravel. Let's do it. Okay, everybody, so here's the progress so far. It's looking pretty good from this morning, if you ask me. This is only 2 loads, I think 7 tons a load. There's going to be 2 more loads coming, and the goal is to get it about 2 feet from the fence. Our hay barn is going to be about 2 feet out from each fence. So I still got a lot of work to do. I'm hoping that the gravel guy can kind of back into the back part of this so I don't have to spread as much. But as you can tell, I think it's going pretty good. It's been a busy day here, but this is really going to help us battle the mud. It's going to keep our hay dry. Of course, we'll have it inside the hay barn, and we'll probably have it on pallets. But just having this layer, this is about 3 inches thick or more of gravel. So this is really going to help us, and we should have 2 more loads coming, and I know I'm going to have to keep spreading it. It might take me until tomorrow to get it done. I got a lot of projects going on, but so far I am happy with how everything's going. Okay, so the last 2 loads of gravel were dropped off, and this is about 3 to 4 inches thick. And I had him make a pile here because I needed to get it close to the fence, and it's hard for him to get it close to the fence with his big old dump truck. I didn't get him on camera, but it's all good. This again is going to really help us out with the barn and with accessing our front pasture. It gets really, really muddy here, and it's a little scary on the tractor in the mud, especially if you got a hay bale. So this, I'm so excited for this. As you can see, I got some spreading to do over there with the gate. I got to move this big pile. A lot of people ask me, do you really need a tractor for homesteading? The answer is no, you don't need one. We did not have one for our first 3 or 4 years on this property. And I tell you, the last 4 years with a tractor, life has been a lot easier. And there's things we weren't even thinking of doing since we didn't have a tractor. We would never do this, or we'd have to pay someone to spread this, because since we have the tractor, I gotta move that big pile, I gotta grade this, I gotta do a lot of stuff with the tractor. We would have never used round bales without a tractor. That's not entirely true, I guess. We used round bales for a while with no tractor, pain in the butt. We had it in the truck, and we had to physically push it over, and sometimes it was easy, sometimes it took us an hour to do it, it seemed like. So round bales would probably not have happened on our farm without the tractor. I've done some leveling, I've moved logs with it. We use it for bush hogging, for seeding the pasture. So no, you don't need a tractor, but it really makes life easier, especially for me. I mean, I'm 40. I'm going to be getting older. Having that tractor is just going to extend the stuff I can do out here. I hope to have a long and happy life. I have so far. But that tractor is going to put less stress on my body, and it's going to help me do even bigger projects that I probably haven't even thought of. So I'm going to keep grading this, and then let's see what it looks like. That hay barn is going to be built hopefully this weekend, and this is step number 1, and I'm so excited to get this going. And then life is going to be easier when we get that hay barn. Okay, so it's the next day, it's evening. Let me give you a quick little tour of the grading. I know it's not perfect. I could probably flatten it out a little bit more. But this here is where the barn is gonna go. It's just a fancy carport. It's a carport, a metal barn, and it's gonna be 20 feet wide by 30 feet long, and it's gonna be about 12 feet high at its peak. So real quick, I'll show you our gravel so far. There's going to be a room for the barn, for the horse trailer, and then I'm probably going to have to get one more load of gravel from the gate to the main drive. I'll have to do that next month, but this is looking good. This is really going to make a difference on our farm. And as you can see, we probably need some more gravel on that secondary drive here. So there's our grading job. And the barn is going to be built maybe tomorrow if the weather's okay, and if not, hopefully Monday, which is just a few days away. So thanks for joining us. And sometimes just, you know, gravel can make all the difference for the winter and future projects. And I'm really excited to see this barn, and thanks for joining us.